Go live. Go live. Go West, young man. Go live, Auntie Nana. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. And thank you for coming, Maria Graham. Thank you for coming, Unbiased LLC. And thank you, Maria, for posting for everybody to hit the like button on their way in. So, I probably should wait until I go down to the bottom. Hello, Sissy Joanne Stevens. Thank you for coming and welcome. I hope everybody's having a good day. This crazy weather all over the country. I am looking at people in Florida, Texas 8B with frozen thick ice. Hey, Mike's Chaotic Gardening, the squirrel whisperer. Thank you for coming and welcome. I saw your video about how the squirrel got in the house. So you guys are funny. My Renaissance grandma, thank you for coming and welcome. I will see if I can pull up the chat at least for a little while. Yankee sister, hola hermana. Oh my goodness. You guys, Auntie Joanne Stevens says it's cold and super cold there. Uh-oh. She's in Arizona 9B. She's in 9B. I hope your groceries are okay, sissy, out there. Although the things that I planted will stand some cold. They will stand some cold. I don't think you have to worry about them. Like things like beets, carrots, garlic. What else did I put out there? Oh, bunches of stuff. Bunches of stuff. And the rain could probably help. Are any of the herbs up in those little pots in front of your 100-gallon grow bag? How many? Auntie Joanne Stevens says the groceries are good. I put on something gray today to come out here. Gray has never been my color. It usually washes me out, except that this is a gray I got for Christmas. I guess maybe it has a little bit more warm colors in it. No herbs yet. I don't know. Maybe some of them have to be cold stratified, which they are getting now. Maybe some of them are waiting for the spring or warmer weather. Francesca, thank you for coming and welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to go through and see if I can pull up and see what you guys are doing in the chat. So I have to look now where it says a nice sweater. Thank you. I just have on a little gray something like a gray wife beater underneath here. You got mine and Joanne's seeds ready. Just need wifey to hit the post office. Well, why is that her job, Michael? All you got to do is break away from your squirrel videos and get to it. Get to it. I I this morning had an interesting day. We'll do some chit chat and give others a chance to get in here. Thanks so much, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the nephew things that you do that you don't have to. I appreciate you. I one day every month I go with one of my friends shopping. Boy, we are such a motley crew, the two of us. She is. Did anybody ever live or see back in the day? They used to have this show called The Odd Couple. It was about two. It was about two roommates who were the most unalike of anybody you ever saw. One was a neat Nick OCD. The other one was a slob. Well, my friend that lives in the building, she and I are really close. We're not, neither of us are slobs or anything, but Oscar and Felix, yes, she is so funny. So what we argue about everything. So Once a month, we take the senior handicap bus and we go shopping. We go shopping. And she's really funny. One day we were going by one of the hospitals in town, and there was this huge brick building across the street, and the bus kind of stopped, and she looked over there. She goes, "Oh, my grandfather used to own that building, or her father, either her father or her grandfather." Okay. And I'm like, we're not talking about a rundown ramble shack or anything. It was a nice place. But the sad thing, her father was one of the survivors of the Jewish Holocaust. He came here, worked hard, invested in a lot of things, made a lot of money. One of her one She had two brothers. One passed away, and the other was a lawyer from who graduated from USC. She and him get along like she and I get along. So we go and shopping one day a month. It's usually the second Thursday of the month. So we did that. Hey Joe, Garden State so and so. Thank you for coming and welcome. And I wanted to tell you guys a funny story. How many of you, how many of you, I see 8 in the chat. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. How many of you have one friend or have ever had one friend that nobody would ever think you knew or talked to or whatever, and you were the besties, but nobody knew how, well, people do know how close she and I are, but Francesca says it's freezing cold, 4 degrees. How, what is the temperature where everybody is? All 9 of you. What is the temperature? Maria Graham, tell us about your friend that nobody would think. I know you told me about some of your husband's friends. You made me laugh because I'm going to tell you a funny story about this friend of mine. Well, while you're posting that in the chat, my friend and I were talking about Black History Month. For those of you who don't know, Maria says 63 in South Carolina. That's bathing suit weather. 63. Yankee Sister, 40 degrees and 5 inches of rain. And the wind was 60 miles an hour yesterday. Ask me how I know. Mike Kayata Gardening said 17 here. It was like 30 something here. Garden State says it's Robyn. Oh, okay. So my friend, I was telling her that we have this is a very diverse building, and we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate Hanukkah, excuse me, we celebrate Kwanzaa, Easter, Passover, some of the other whatever. We celebrate a lot of things. And I was telling her that I was one of the researchers for the original Underground Railroad website for the University of City College of New York. And during Black History Month, I will go and tell you guys some stories about Black history, little known stories. I'll do a little series on that. Um, Mike's saying, "Oh, hi, Garden State, so and so." So Joan said, "Well, I'm going to Black History Month. The same people do it every year. They say the same thing over and over, but I'm going because I always learn something new." She's talking about Black History Month. And then she reminded me, "You were trying to eat while you watch my." Okay, tell us what you're eating though. So this story about my friend, I'm slowing down so I don't say her name. Sometimes I inadvertently say it, but she was going to college, and her father was sending her to a very prestigious college. Well, she decided to take her happy little butt and go on one of the freedom marches. I don't know whether she caught one of those buses that go from the north to the south to the north, or something. But she gets her little hiney on this bus, with her Star David around her neck. Mike says a pot pie, super hot like lava. Be careful, Mike. I burned the top of my mouth with some cheese this week. So anyway, she goes on this Freedom March or something, or on the bus, and she goes from somewhere to somewhere, and she ends up getting arrested. She ends up getting arrested. Mind you, she's supposed to be in college. I want to say someplace like American U or GW University, something like that in Washington. So the police call her father and say, "We have, hello, Barb Brantley. Thank you for coming and welcome. I'm talking about a Black history story." Maria Graham says she has a friend in Aruba for 25 years. She's a real estate broker there. So my friend's the father gets a phone call in the middle of the night, and the police say, "Oh, we have your daughter in XYZ jail, and she needs somebody to bail her out. She needs to post bail." So her father says, "No, that's not my daughter. You don't understand. My daughter is in college." So the sheriff says, "Oh, no, sir, you don't understand. We got your daughter. Your daughter's right here, and she's locked up. She needs somebody to get her bail." So she came back. She came back to Connecticut, and then she said she opened the door, and her mother just came after her. Her mother lit into her, not physically, telling her off. So her father just said, "Well, sweetie, you did what you had to do. Hope you got it off your chest. No more getting arrested." But that's my buddy, and one of my stories. So, are everybody's crops safe? My nose itches. My nose itches. Okay, so then I have so much to talk to you guys about. I will Maybe I'll get rid of this bird one stone because I need a vote. I need you guys to help me decide about Big Rooster's gift. Some of you know that Big Rooster gifted me some of his jeans, and I'm doing an ensemble of upcycled jeans, and I wanted to make something for him, but I am having a knee replacement surgery in February, and I'm working on a king size quilt that I want to have finished and off to the long armor before I go through this rehab with my knee. So I wanted to make him something quick, something quick. So some of you have seen, let's see, I made him a couple of things. I had some heavy duty fabric that's actually, Yankee's sister said her things are under the high tunnel. She won't come help me make a high tunnel, but she has one. I'm whining. I'm whining. So you guys look, I finished. I was wondering what this white thing was. It's part of the fabric. I finished a heavy duty bag. It's a tote for Big Rooster. It's reinforced. Every line, as you see, is sewn 5 times. It has my label on it. It has one of the Pittsburgh Steelers original throwback fabric that says Pittsburgh Steelers, not just Steelers. And because he rides a motorcycle, I made extra long strings, which he can cut off. But I want to show you something. You see this bag? Oh, that was my phone that fell. You see how big this is? He can tie it and literally tie it a few times around. Hey, Bouger Prepper, thank you for coming. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, David Corey with Crop. Thank you for coming. And this is the inside of Big Rooster's heavy duty tote. I want to get it in the mail to him. My granddaughter has a bag made out of the same fabric. It has a different style. It has camo on it. She's been taking it every day for to work in the school system every day for 3 years. So there's a pocket here for a cell phone, whatever. You could put ammo in it. You could put my granddaughter sometimes puts my great grandson's basketball in here, and she takes a personal little first aid kit because he's a basketball player. So she takes her own heavy duty stuff. And you see this bag opens up. It opens up to this, and to show you how much fabric it takes to make a bag like this. Look at this. This is how it started out. This is a half yard of fabric. The handles are half made, so you can't see it, but it's like 3/4 of a yard of fabric in this. Yes, this is for Big Rooster. You see how it opens up? He can put a couple 6 packs in here, carry it. I handmade these heavy duty handles for him. It's like four layers of fabric, a layer of batting, and stitched. And hi, Sonia Sigler. Thank you for coming and welcome. And then if he doesn't want them this large, this long, he can, and it's authentic Pittsburgh Steeler fabric. If he doesn't want them this big, he can trim them to whatever size he wants. No zipper for this. These are not made for zippers, Francesca. This type of bag is made for an open tie. A zipper would make it so that you can't put as much stuff in it. Zippers can go in them, but this particular bag is made with a tie, and those who have them will tell you they hold way much more than the zippered bags. I have lots of zipper bags. I have hundreds of styles of bags, but you won't be able to get as much in it. You see, by leaving it open, you can put stuff in it up to the tops of the handles, above the tops of the handles, and then tie it with this and hold it in. This is for like heavy duty carrying it. And the zipper would not allow as much stuff to go in. If you put a zipper in, it would be stopped here. Where you see going across the top. Oh, the one thing I have to do, you guys, and I'm waiting until I change machines. I'm going to do the heavy duty machine. His bag, Big Rooster's bag, is going to be trimmed in this really thick. I don't know if you can see how thick this leather is. It's calf leather, so the leather will cover where the stitching is, but he will know that it's really, really, really heavy duty. Now I need to make a vote for you guys. He has something else over there too. We'll go over there and finish it. So I had this fabric in mind for Big Rooster. This is a neck support pillow, better known as a dog bone pillow or a neck bone pillow. And so I made this one because the Pittsburgh area that he's from is famous for a Native American area, and it has the cowrie shells. I just liked it. Psalm 146 up there in those bushes. Okay, tell my buddy Bean Juice I said hello. So I made this one for him. Then I decided, well, I don't know. Maybe he would like this one. I didn't stuff this one as firm because I have somebody else who's getting a pillow, and I was going to give it to her. But okay, so the first pillow is pillow 1. This is pillow 2. It has camo on one side, nice green on one, black on the other. Okay. Barb Brownlee, do you have the pattern for the neck bone pillow? If not, you can email it to me. You like pillow too? Okay. Well, we have 2 votes in so far. Who votes for Big Rooster to get pillow too? I tell you, everybody won't be in his business, Boucher Prepper, when he steps out with this bag. He could put as much in here as he wants. He could put his washcloth, David Corey. He could put his soap. He could put his toothbrush, and one would never know. Never know, never know. Okay. So I'm going to put a little more stuffing in here. I didn't put the final stitching in yet because when I make the pillows, I don't usually mail them. I know. Oh, thank you, Francesca. Pillow 2 is the winner. So this is Big Rooster's pillow and his bag. And he has 4 double-sided, not the washcloth and soap. Well, maybe not. Maybe not that one. The lotion for sure. The lotion for sure. So that's that. And when my 15-minute challenge comes, when I go over there, I will finish that and another little project that I don't know whether it'll be for my mom. I will show you guys. So now I kind of switch. Sonia Sigler says, hello, everyone. Garden State loves both pillows, but pillow 2 for Big Rooster. No problem. I make a bunch of them in advance. I'm, excuse me, actually making them. Most of the family got some for Christmas. A couple of my immediate family didn't get one for Christmas. Like this one is my daughter's. She travels a lot, and I put a long strap on it so that it will fit over her luggage. But okay, I only had a few pieces of this. This is stronger than denim. It's stronger than anything you've ever seen, and I only had 3 pieces of it, so I wanted Big Rooster to have one. And here they are. I got mail, you guys. Well, actually, I got mail and something else, and I want to show it to you. Has anyone seen the new color? It does look like burlap, but it's totally unlike burlap. It's like some heavy duty reinforced fabric that doesn't tear. It's some type of designer fabric that I got from an interior designer who was going out of business here in Connecticut, and they design sofas that are almost impenetrable. You can't do almost anything to it. Has anyone seen the color purple movie? I have not seen the new one. I saw the old one. One of the things I do have is a copy, an original print of the color purple quilt that was made by a famous African-American quilt artist named Faith Ringgold. Faith Ringgold. I'll see if I can turn this around without getting you guys to throw up. You see some of my other stuff, some of my other art. That's an art quilt of Africa. Each country is in African fabrics. It's in process. But if you can see way back there, that quilt is an art quilt, and she hand painted the pictures of the people on it, Miss Seeley and Harpo and all those people. The words are printed in it, hand printed in cursive. Not cursive. Yeah, some of it's in cursive, but it's a handmade, hand done poster. The new poster that's in the movie is one that was actually IA generated. Well, one of my friends knows I am a quilter, and she gave me, this was just a gift. I don't know whether it was for my birthday or Christmas or just because she loves me. And this is a copy of some of Faith Ringgold's famous quilts. So I wanted to show you the difference between a utility quilt and an art quilt. Like my quilt of Africa, that's an art quilt. Miss Mignon up there is an art quilt. I like that. So let me show you some of the quilts by Faith Ringgold. I can never hold this straight. And some of her quilts are in museums around the entire world. A lot of them have, I have to wet my fingers. This paper is new and I can't turn it and I don't want to lick my fingers. Here's another one. These are quilts, mind you, not drawings or painting. These are actual quilts made of fabric, art quilts. And of course, after this quilt is used, each one of these can be framed and put in a frame and put on the wall. Except I don't have any empty walls in my house, except the one empty wall I have. The one empty place I have for art quilts, a small one, is up there where Miss Mignon is, and I can switch her out and put some of my smaller quilts in. This quilt of mine in back of me, the difference between this and an art quilt is because it has some of the traditional types of blocks. Each block is different, and I made it up, and each block is different. This is called improvisational quilting because it's improvised and not using standard patterns or anything that somebody else made up. I make up most of my own patterns on my bags too. Look at this one. I know Psalm 146 loves sunflowers. Look at this one. I just want to give you guys something because she started in the beginning. Start where you are. You don't have to do what anybody else does. Just make up your own stuff. Thank you. Barb Brownlee says beautiful improv quilt. It's actually a memory quilt as well because I made the quilt as a legacy quilt. It has parts of my maternal grandfather's only shirt, a flannel shirt. My mother had one flannel shirt, and I cut it up into little squares, and I made this quilt for her. Big Rooster, Big Rooster. This is what the calendar looks like. Big Rooster. Thank you for coming, Rudy Erahita with autism. Big Rooster. So the family has voted, and this is your neck bone pillow to strap on the back of your motorcycle and ride into the sunset. And look, your tote is almost finished. This is what it looks like when it's all stretched out. It's got Pittsburgh Steeler pocket on the front. on the back. It's got 5 layers of stitching. The inside is padded. I'm going to probably change that one out because I make lots of bottoms and lots of handles at the same time. Hello, Darlene Reese. It has a super long strap on it so that you could strap it securely on the back of the bike with maybe a couple 6-packs of something lovely, maybe 7-Ups or ruin your teeth. You could tuck this down. You can you know most guys like it like this, and you can cut the straps as short as you want to. You can cut them as short as you want to. I made them big. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tie a little knot on the ends of these, just like I like it for a design feature. And this is the other pillow I made, but the family voted that you get the other one. And I have something to show you. The only thing left to do on here, and I have to do it on the heavy duty machine, is you see this leather? This is very thick calf leather. And the featherweight machine, I don't want to tear up the motor in it sewing through all these layers, because this is like 4 layers of fabric, 2 layers of batting, and a lot of stitching plus the leather. This is a lot. Big Rooster, uh, boy, Yankee sister Roscoe, my brother-in-law, said, "Don't nothing spoil a duck but its bill." She telling on me. Yep, there's room for your washcloth, your soap, your razor. You notice David Corey's been looking real smooth on his live. That smooth look and his updo. Oh, he's been showing out. So you go. Oh, wait a minute. I have one more thing to show you. I get so excited when I get mail. Big Rooster said, "You're welcome. You're welcome, sir." So I guess this will be open. Oh, but I have something else for you too, Big Rooster. Oh, well, wait, hold 1 second. I'll just get it real quick because I know you are WORKING, and you also have 4 not of these. So you also have, hey, Growing with Hudson, just got off work. Thank you for coming and welcome. I just saw a string. I hate black. I cannot see black, and I'm always sewing with black. So, Big Rooster, what these are, you have 4 coming. They'll be in your bag. These are 4 mug rugs when you're doing your live, so that when you have your big ice cup and you're singing, jumping around, you won't be getting water moisture on your tabletop. So these 4 will go in your package, sir. And thank you for being you. So let's go over. First, I want to say thank each and every one of you. I appreciate you. I want to thank the people who came over from Facebook. I want to thank the moderators. I want to thank the subscribers on the channel. Hey, Frugal Mama, thank you for coming and welcome. I want to thank the people who are members of the Friends and Family Club. It's $1.99, and it helps me with the programming. I use that money. This is a hobby for me. I don't make any money on it, and I'm not trying to, but I would like for the channel to be able to pay for itself, like get the little things that I need, paper for printing, little things like that. So I want to thank each and every one of you. And I also want to encourage, it's your birthday, Big Rooster. Oh, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Are you one? Are you two? Happy birthday, big guy. I am so happy for you. So, and thank you for everything. So now we are going to do our 15-minute challenge. I'm going over there early because I always talk away the 15 minutes. Thank you. Somebody asked me about these new lipsticks I've been wearing. Well, the lip liner was given to me by my daughter. I think the lipstick was given to me by Auntie Joanne. My top was given to me to my daughter. I don't buy clothes. I guess the kids buy me clothes so that, I won't be the wheel that doesn't fit in the picture. No, they do it. I'm not really into fashion. I used to be. I used to be the fashionista. But now, as long as I'm warm and clean and dry, I'm happy, happy, happy. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to stand up. Slowly I turn, inch by inch, step by step. And I'm going to work on my 15-minute challenge of doing something. I challenge each of you to do something 15 minutes a day this year. I don't know if Auntie Joanne Stevens wants to come up. I will put a link on, maybe not today, I'll tell her ahead of time. Or Maria Graham told me about something she's been working on. And you started birthday wishes. Big Rooster. Big Rooster, my big guy. So, it could be anything. It could be something you're doing in the garden, DIY. I want to make a sign for my garden this year with my name on it. I want to do a couple of little things. So I went to the oh my goodness. Yesterday it was 50, 60-degree wind shears here in Connecticut, and we got 4 or 5 inches of rain the night before. Well, I went to the optometrist yesterday to get new glasses and get my eyes checked. What was across the street from there? Tractor Supply. Tractor Supply Company. The wind just blew our car right in there, just blew us in there. I did a short about it. And I walked around, I went in. I'm doing something that, like Gina, I want to do more saving this year. I want to do, I don't know, I don't need anything or want anything, but I just want to save and live what I have, do the pantry. I'm going to do my pantry challenge in February because I will have knee surgery. I can't do anything. And I will have limited amount of people to go to the store and do things for me. Guess what fell in the cart, you guys? Guess what fell in the cart? Nothing. I walked in there. I walked around. They didn't have any seeds. They didn't have any chickens. They said that they'll be there in February. So guess what? I have to go pick up my glasses in early February. Yeah, they have some nice John Deere fabric. I like those John Deere things. Mike's gardening is laughing. So my 15 minutes is about to run. I will show you one thing that I'm going to work on in my 15 minutes. And it's this little bag. I did not make this little bag. I didn't buy not one single thing. Not one thing. Bless my little soul. So a few of you have been following the channel. You know that my mother gave me some beautiful, beautiful silver buttons. I'm going to put them on some of my bags. Some of my bags that I'm going to make. And I didn't get anything. So the buttons I took out of this bag and put in the drawer. Hershey, hush. So this little bag was made to have a little ribbon in it, but the ribbon was cut. Francesca said, that's good. My discipline is getting better. Lord knows it was out of control the whole time I was in Arizona, right, Sissy? That that Amazon truck was there every day. The Walmart truck was there. Oy vey. I want to show you some of the little things I keep around my craft area. You know what these are going to be? I stitched them down. These are going to be key fobs to give away. So, like when I have 15 minutes extra, I'm not doing something. So, one of the things I'm going to do is run a ribbon through this bag so that it's usable again. And either I will give it to my mom or keep it for myself, but at least it will be usable. So I'm putting this ribbon on. Auntie Joanne Stevens said the Amazon driver misses me. Aw, I'll be back. So what I'm going to do is these two little ends, I'm just going to, and this counts as creating something. I'm making something that was formerly unusable, usable again. All it needs is a drawstring. These are the two bottoms for the next. Hey, Darlene Reese, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Those are going to be, I'm going to make another bottom, another color for Big Rooster's bag. And I won't be able to get to the post office tomorrow, big guy. I will be there by Saturday. And so that your gifts will be there for a late birthday. But any time is the right time for love. Why? Because good friends become family, and family's everything. So I've got this ribbon attached to this little safety pin, and my 15 minutes is running. And guess what? It's only going to take about 3 minutes to make this bag usable again. See, these are little things that you could do around the house. You could, take some jeans and distress them, make them real funky looking, put some patches on them. You can tell I really enjoy what I do. I do. Some of my friends come to my apartment. It's like I live in an art studio. I live in a chef kitchen. It's like I get all the things I love to do. So look, all this is pulled through. I'm going to cut it extra large. I think I'll cut it with the pinking shears. Take the pin off. I did not originally make this bag. Whoever did a really good job. It's a shame for it not to be usable because it didn't have a string, right? So I'm just going to tie a little knot on it. And ta-da! Check this out. The bag is ready to use again. And away it goes. We're saying, okay, Big Rooster. Okay, so now what I'm going to do with my 15 minutes, because 1, 2, 3, 4. I left Big Rooster's mug rugs over there. If they got to get in the mail, I got to boogie on down. So I showed you his mug rugs. So they've been, this one is actually closed, but I'm going to do a little line of stitching in white to go around it and to seal it. So I've got 4 of these. Let's see what I can do in 15 minutes. I'm going to have to do Rachel Unbiased, one of her numbers. She sews fast. I usually sew slow, but I can go fast if I want to. It's just that most of my precision quilting, you have to stop on a dime and pivot. It's like precision marching. Okay, come on. We got to get this in the mail to Big Rooster. So Saturday when you guys come, I'm going to take the heavy duty machine, show you how to thread it, and we're going to do a little project. Maybe I have 2 more of these cut out. Maybe we'll make something simple to show you guys how you could do something. And you know what? This is what my family loves. They don't want me to go to the store and buy anything. My daughter and son both work. They're blessed. They have good jobs. My grandchildren both work. They're blessed. They have good jobs. They have their own families. Well, not my grandson, but they don't need me to go buy something on my little budget when they can go buy a real one of them, you know? You know what I mean? So here is mug rug numero uno. This one has a plain back. It's always fun to get something in the mail. Oh, wait a minute, you guys. Oh, stop. Big Rooster came in and made me forget everything. So I will go back to my 15 minutes. Okay, pause for my 15 minutes because I was opening some mail that I'm so excited about, and it's from F.R. Humphrey. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry, you guys. Look what she made me. Look what she made me. We crochet late at night. We do other things, arts and crafts. And oh my Lord, God is something. I just happen to have on this gray sweater to match what she sent me. It has a cute little card. It says, "Thank you. I made this one for you. I hope you enjoy. Your support means everything. Love ya, Felicia." Then this is one of her stickers. If you guys haven't been to her channel, F.R. Humphrey, she gardens, she cooks, she preserves, and she's an artist. She's an artist. Yes, Mike, she knows that I love purple. Oh, and some scrubbies. Some scrubbies to wash my dishes. To wash my dishes. Oh, thank you so much, Felicia. But look at this, you guys. She made me I forgot what you call it, how many corners to go around. And it just fits. Of course, it doesn't fit with this big, giant sweater I have on. How cute is this? Oh, I'm going to cry, Felicia. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Is this beautiful? Is this beautiful or what? Oh, Felicia, my baby. She's one of the first people I met on YouTube I didn't have a channel. We met on another channel where we were both doing art. We were painting. Yes, it's a sweater. It's a sweater. And a sticker. And for those of you, Garden State Gardener Grow Big TV is going live later on at 8 o'clock. Vision Preparedness is going live. Let's see who else. Planter Garden TV is going live. Odom, I believe they're going. Miss Shirley's at 7. Vision Preparedness and Garden State Gardener. Mona, sifting some soil. We've been besties for a long time too. Thank you. Francesca said I look pretty. Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. And it means so much to me. I love handmade things. I love handmade things. My kids, when I say my kids, my great grandkids, they're 15, 18, and 20. And for, I want to say, the first 15 years, their mother had them make my Mother's Day cards, make my birthday cards, the late night crew. Mona is on, you guys, late at night, Saturday and Sunday. And I take a nap like this because I'm vision impaired. I have all these bright lights on. I don't use the ring lights, but I have all these really bright lights on when I go live, and I have to rest my eyes. So I put my glaucoma drops in, take my glasses off, and rest my eyes for a little while. Okay, I'm still on my 15 minutes, you guys. Going back, I'm going to show you that I'm going to finish this really quick. Oh, and I want to tell you something. Those of you who use more than one sewing machine, when you're working on a project, that's one of the reasons I'm finishing this. Something, even if you're using a 1/4 inch foot, which is something that you use in quilting because you make your seams 1/4 of an inch wide to make sure that they go together correctly. Well, I don't know why, but different machines make your seams come out. Something isn't sewing. Hold on 1 second. We've got this. We've got this. Maybe the bobbin ran out. No problemo. Yeah, the bobbin ran out. But guess what? Because Auntie Ellen does not wind her bobbins by hand, I don't wind my bobbins one at a time. Guess what? I've got a whole container full of bobbins ready to go for this machine. I use a different container for the different ones. And the ones that are light, I put one of these little hair scrunchy things on it to hold the live. Thanks. Maria said great live. So I put one of those little hair things on it to keep the threads from raveling. So you guys do it the way you want to. This is the way I like to. And I keep the bobbins ready. So that when I run out in the middle of a conversation, I just pop another one in. No problemo. With these machines, manual machines, you always make sure that that this thing is in the top position. And I don't know if you could hear it. If you ever get a featherweight, and those of you who have some of those vintage machines, you make sure this bobbin goes all the way in until it clicks. All right. So now what I do is you hold the end of the thread when you put a new bobbin in. You pull this loop up. There's a little loop. You put the threads in back of the machine, and this horse, she's ready to ride again. So which way was I riding? Oh, I was riding this way. So we pick up where we started. We're on our 15 minutes of creativity. And you know what? That counts when you're servicing your machine, servicing your equipment. You could be making something in out of wood. I was showing my friend that I was with today an empty wood pallet. One of the things I did with my kids, Francesca, and I can show pictures of what I did. I made pallet gardens for each of them. We took old wooden pallets. I let each of them paint theirs their own color. I stapled gardening fabric to the bottoms and the side. And then I bought potting soil and filled it up, took them to the store, and I gave each of them $20 to buy whatever they wanted for their pallet garden. Well, the girls bought some, some starts, but my great grandson, boy, he's the king of budgeting. He bought mostly seeds so that he could, and he had money left over from his $20 when he made his first pallet garden. So there's Big Rooster's second mug rug. Dun, 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 dun. We're still on our 15-minute challenge of doing something, you guys. You don't have to have a lot of time. You just keep kicking the can forward. So whenever I start, I make a couple stitches forward, a couple back so that it doesn't unravel. Big Rooster will have these coasters 20 years from now, 30, 40. Auntie Joanne has a couple of pot holders she bought. No, one pot holder in particular she bought at a farmer's market. That pot holder must be 30 years old. All I could sew faster, but I'm talking. Rachel would have, unbiased, would have had this finished. That pot holder, all the fabric is worn through almost to the batting. But guess what? We still use it. I used it when I was out there cooking. Oh, another thing, when you go to the end, you guys, whenever you're sewing, you always turn the wheel towards you. You never push it backwards. This wheel over here, always towards you, because you mess up the timing and it breaks your thread. It messes your machine up. Always put it going for you. Still got it in reverse. So then the only thing I have left to do is put my label on these mug rugs and Big Rooster's pillow. I didn't know which ones you guys were going to choose. Sorry, I can't see the clock. I have one more to do. One more to do, you guys. And I'm working on my 15 minutes challenge. And let her rip. Let her rip. I did a couple forward, back. Get that string out of the way so it doesn't tangle up. You know, I see some people with some of the new machines, some of the really expensive machines that cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And you know what they have to do? They have something called leaders and enders. Before they sew one stitch, they have one little piece of fabric that they sew before they go onto the project that they're working on. And when they end, they go onto that so that the machine will pick up the first and the last stitch. One thing I love about this featherweight, that's what they call this little Singer sewing machine, whose name is Bessie. Matter of fact, Felicia Humphrey is the one that picked the name for the new heavy duty machine that I will be using a lot, making things like, one of my friends made this basket. I won it on her live, Blissful Acres. See this? This is clothesline rope stitched with a zigzag stitch to make baskets. I'll show you guys how to do that. Dun, 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 dun. So, I finished these 4 mug rugs in 15 minutes. I put a ribbon in mommy's bag. How sweet is that? Lorraine T, Hermana, I didn't see you. Thank you for coming. I just want to encourage you guys to do what you love what you do, and you don't actually you don't have to have a lot of time. You don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to I I have I have bags of rocks that I already picked up outside and washed so that if I felt like it, I could do some rock painting, some of the rock painting. I didn't start my arrow garden yet, but I'm going to. And this is one I brought in for outside that said the sun because there's no sun in here and it's painted bright yellow. This is one I brought inside. It's all beat up. Why? Because I was using it. It's a decoy for my strawberries to keep the birds from stealing them. So you need to wind a bunch of bobbins for the featherweight and the big one. Oh, I like for you guys that don't know, Joe is a crafter as well. And on his channel, he features gardeners and crafters. You guys go over Garden State Gardener and Grow Big TV. He grows some really big stuff. You still have to do your rock painting, Bouger. It is so much fun. So, you guys, I think April with African Dreamin'. I think she's going live. Yes, Garden State so, and you just need little odd rocks, paint them red, put a couple dots on them, and I think yeah, I put some crappy green on the top. Just having fun, and the kids love this. Yankee's sister and her kids have a whole rock garden. They have a garden named after their grandpa, Yankee sister's husband, who they never met. They have a special. They call her, I think, Gaga, but they have one for their grandpa. People have gardens in there, and they name it after loved ones, people in their family who are no longer there. So I want to, in American Sign Language, this is an I. This is an L. This is a U. This is how you say I love you. I love you in Latin. And mother, ego amo te. My mother's watching. Thanks, you guys. This was fun. See you Saturday at 6.